RPGs have always been a space for epic stories, vast worlds, and choices that shape destinies. They take us on unforgettable adventures filled with exploration, combat, and deep narratives. However, not all of these titles receive the attention they deserve. While some games dominate the scene with massive campaigns and robust marketing, others remain in the shadows, even delivering incredible and innovative experiences. This list is dedicated to those RPGs that, despite not having the spotlight of big productions, offer unforgettable journeys. These are titles that challenge conventions, create unique mechanics, and gift us with rich worlds and memorable characters. If you're looking for something beyond the obvious, these games may surprise you and become some of the best you've ever played. I'm Jax, and if you're new here, welcome to the Play Hunters channel. I bring daily content so you don't miss any detail of the gaming universe. And if you could subscribe to help me grow, I'd be very happy. From one gamer to another. Kicking off our list, we have Pathfinder, an RPG that places the player at the center of a war against demonic forces. The plot revolves around a rift to the abyss that has spread destruction and terror for generations, and now it's your turn to lead the resistance. With a system that allows you to choose mythic paths, you can shape your destiny as a celestial angel, a dark lich, or something even more unique, with every decision profoundly influencing the world around you. Character creation is one of the standout features, with 25 classes, 12 races, and a vast array of skills and spells. This freedom allows you to mold your hero however you like, exploring combinations that make each playthrough different. Combat is also extremely flexible, offering two modes: real-time with pause or turn-based, which ensures dynamic gameplay that can be adjusted to your preferences. Another highlight is leading crusades. You're not just fighting. You're commanding armies in strategic battles that require careful planning and precise tactical decisions. Along the way, companions who join your cause have their own stories and personalities, reacting unpredictably to your choices. This game is a true masterpiece of the genre and an invitation for anyone seeking a robust and challenging RPG. Next up is Edge of Eternity, an RPG that blends fantasy and science fiction in a striking way. On a planet torn apart by an endless war between magic and technology, a terrifying disease transforms living beings into monstrous creatures. The player embarks on an epic journey to face overwhelming threats and find a solution to the impending destruction. The narrative is full of surprises and emotional moments, maintaining an intense pace and forging deep connections with the world around you. Turn-based strategic combat is a major highlight, with a system that goes beyond the basics. Using terrain intelligently and planning each move is crucial to overcoming challenges. Combined with a detailed crafting system that lets you personalize weapons and gear, the battles become more dynamic and engaging. It's the kind of mechanic that rewards players who enjoy thinking before acting. There's also a vast world to explore, with environments that mix the breathtaking and the desolate, reflecting the extremes of this war-torn universe. Interacting with memorable characters adds layers of depth to the story, while the lengthy campaign allows you to fully immerse yourself in this adventure. It's a title that delivers everything an RPG fan could want, from strategic challenges to an impactful narrative. In third place, we have Chained Echoes, a JRPG that blends fantasy and technology in a story full of intrigue and twists. Your mission is to end a war that has ravaged the continent for generations, facing betrayals and tough decisions along the way. The journey takes you through impressive settings, filled with mysteries and challenges that demand attention at every turn. The combat system is fast-paced and strategic, with visible enemies on the map, allowing you to decide when to engage or avoid battles. No random encounters disrupting the flow. The game also offers a crafting and customization system for equipment, letting you adjust your playstyle and prepare uniquely for each challenge. You can also switch between exploring and fighting on foot or with machines, adding more variety to battles and strategies. This flexibility keeps every moment dynamic and maintains an engaging pace. With 30 to 40 hours of gameplay and a memorable story, this is an RPG that deserves your attention. In fourth place, we have Fell Seal, Arbiter's Mark, a turn-based tactical RPG that combines classic strategy with a captivating narrative. You play as an Arbiter, responsible for ensuring order in a world governed by an immortal council. Your mission is to face threats and uncover a web of corruption that threatens the stability gained after centuries of chaos. The combat system shines with varied terrains and elevations that require careful planning with every move. Customization is another strong point, with over 30 classes and 300 abilities to create unique and adaptable characters. Whether developing a versatile fighter or a specialist in devastating spells, the possibilities are practically endless. The variety of equipment, which can be bought, looted, or crafted, adds even more depth to the strategy. Inspired by classics like Final Fantasy Tactics, the game features hand-drawn landscapes and challenging battles that require thought and dedication. With over 40 encounters and a plot full of intrigue, Fell Seal is a worthy successor that modernizes the genre without losing the essence that fans love. A real treat for those seeking a great story and well-crafted tactics. In fifth place, we have Revenant Kingdom, an RPG that mixes charming storytelling with modern mechanics. You play as a young king who, after being overthrown in a coup, must rebuild his kingdom from scratch. The mission involves exploring a world full of life, confronting dark threats, and uniting different peoples around an ideal of peace and prosperity. The game stands out for its smooth and dynamic combat system, combining melee attacks, magic, and the help of small spiritual creatures that make each battle unique. There's also a kingdom management system, where you build and manage your new land, recruiting allies and developing structures that aid in your adventure's progress. This blend of action and strategy keeps the pace always engaging. With stunning graphics that look like they came straight out of an animated movie, the game creates a vibrant, detailed world. Journeys through the different settings are filled with varied missions, ranging from intense combat to moments of pure exploration. A memorable adventure that combines excitement, challenge, and an inspiring story. In sixth place, we have Wasteland 3, a tactical RPG set in a post-apocalyptic world where every decision can shape the future of a fragmented society. You lead a squad of desert rangers on a desperate mission to save Arizona, accepting help from the Patriarch of Colorado. The promise comes with a price: freeing the region from the control of his 3 violent and ambitious children. Turn-based tactical combat is one of the strengths, requiring strategy and good positioning to win battles against brutal gangs, warring factions, and monsters from the frozen lands. Additionally, the game lets you build a custom squad of up to 6 members, adjusting skills and perks to your playstyle. And it doesn't stop there. Your squad's battle vehicle can be equipped with devastating weaponry, transforming it into a vital mobile weapon to face the challenges of Colorado. The choices you make during the journey carry real weight, impacting both the inhabitants and the alliances and conflicts between factions. The story, full of intrigue and moral dilemmas, keeps you hooked through every dialogue and twist. Amidst frozen deserts and devastated landscapes, the game delivers an engaging narrative and a tactical challenge that rewards those who dare to take on this fight. In seventh place, we have GreedFall, an RPG that transports you to a mysterious island filled with magic, riches, and ancient secrets. The game places you at the heart of a journey of exploration and discovery, where every choice shapes not only the future of the land, but also your own story. Relationships with companions and factions are crucial, and it's up to you to decide whether to build alliances or betray those who cross your path. The freedom of approach is one of the game's biggest attractions. Missions can be completed in various ways: facing enemies in intense combat, using diplomacy to negotiate agreements, solving situations with stealth, or even resorting to trickery. This flexibility makes every decision impactful, giving you a sense of control over the outcome of the stories you experience along the way. The progression system is also impressive, allowing you to customize your character the way you want. From skills and spells to combat techniques, everything can be adjusted to your style. The island setting, with its mysteries and supernatural creatures, completes the experience, creating an atmosphere that invites you to explore every corner in search of answers and power. An RPG that delivers adventure, memorable choices, and a rich world to uncover. In 8th place, we have Kingdoms of Amalur Re-Reckoning, an RPG that returns with remastered visuals and refined gameplay, bringing back the magic of one of the richest worlds ever created. You are the first warrior to challenge the laws of death, resurrecting to save a land devastated by brutal wars. The narrative, which delves into thousands of years of history, is full of intrigue, epic battles, and choices that shape the world's destiny. Character building is fully customizable, with a combat system that integrates magic and melee attacks into fluid, brutal sequences. The sheer number of combinations between skills, weapons, and armor is impressive, allowing you to adjust your playstyle as you progress. The Fate system offers even more freedom, letting you change and evolve your classes as you experiment with new approaches. With hundreds of hours of content, the game goes far beyond the main campaign. Side missions are rich in detail, exploring everything from political intrigue to dark magic, always bringing significant narrative weight. It's a world that feels alive, full of secrets to discover, battles to win, and stories to tell, ensuring that every minute in Amalur is unforgettable. In 9th place, we have Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen, an open-world RPG that offers dynamic and exciting combat. The journey places you against mythical creatures such as hydras, griffins, and dragons, requiring strategy and skill to find their weaknesses. Each battle is unique, whether scaling giant monsters to attack them directly or fighting enemies in intense and unpredictable combat. The content is vast, including all expansions and DLCs released, as well as an underground area full of challenges and terrifying monsters. The customization system shines, with 9 vocations available, allowing you to choose skills and weapons that match your style. The possibilities range from devastating strikes with heavy weapons to powerful spells, making every choice significant for the challenges that arise. The AI-controlled allies, known as pawns, are one of the most creative mechanics. They learn from your decisions in combat and can be shared online, bringing rewards such as items and strategic tips. This interaction, combined with beautiful visuals and an immersive world, makes the adventure unique and unforgettable for those who dare to explore its dangers. In 10th place, we have Outward, an RPG that blends exploration with survival mechanics in a hostile world. You are an ordinary adventurer, lacking the privileges of typical heroes, and you must face not only dangerous monsters but also challenges such as hunger, thirst, diseases, and adverse weather conditions. Every journey requires planning, as the wild lands hide dungeons and missions that can catch you by surprise. The game values strategy and preparation. Facing enemies requires more than brute force. It's necessary to think through every move. The option to play in cooperative mode, either locally or online, makes everything even more engaging, allowing you to share responsibilities and face challenges with a friend. Working together can be the difference between success and failure in the toughest situations. Another interesting point is the enchantment system, which allows you to modify and strengthen weapons, armor, and accessories to adapt to the threats ahead. There's also the city building mechanic, where you help a community grow and thrive amidst difficulties. Every decision counts, and the world around you reacts to your choices, creating a truly memorable RPG. In 11th place, we have The Surge 2, an action RPG that takes brutality and strategy to a new level. After surviving a plane crash and waking up in a city devastated by chaos and nanostorms, Your mission is to survive while exploring the dangers of Jericho. Between hostile soldiers and crazed robots, you must find answers while facing threats that grow more challenging with each step. The combat is visceral and strategic. Facing enemies means carefully choosing which parts of their bodies you want to cut off to gain valuable resources and become stronger. This mechanic turns each battle into an opportunity for customization, allowing you to equip new weapons and armor ripped directly from your opponents. Character progression is flexible, with implants, skills, and drones offering different approaches to overcoming challenges. The world is vast and full of secrets. The devastated city offers varied areas to explore, each with unique enemies and threats. Giant bosses await on your path, testing your skill and strategy in intense battles. With a combination of brutality and exploration, this RPG is a perfect choice for those who enjoy relentless challenges and meaningful rewards. In 12th place, we have Tales of Arise, an RPG that impresses with its watercolor and anime-inspired aesthetics. The world is alive and detailed, with environments that change as the day progresses. Whether crossing rocky terrains, exploring rivers, or camping under the starry sky, each location seems to pulse with life as you progress in your mission to free an oppressed people and confront a sovereign from another planet. The combat is pure dynamism, with a boost attack system that encourages cooperation between you and your allies. By chaining attacks, skills, and special moves, each battle becomes stylish and action-packed. It's the kind of system that rewards well-thought-out strategies and creative combinations, keeping the pace fast and fun throughout the adventure. The narrative brings an intense conflict between two peoples divided by oppression and injustice, and your journey is full of exciting moments. The story stands out for its charismatic characters, who grow and mature throughout the plot, forming bonds that make every dialogue meaningful. With beautifully animated scenes and an engaging narrative, the game delivers a memorable adventure in every sense. In 13th place, we have The Outer Worlds, a first-person sci-fi game that places you at the center of a conspiracy to decide the fate of a space colony. Upon waking from hibernation on a lost ship, you find yourself involved in conflicts between powerful factions and an unrelenting corporate system. Your choices shape every aspect of the story, from alliances with allies and rivals to decisions that impact the world around you. An interesting feature is the weakness system, which allows you to accept disadvantages in exchange for improvements. For example, after repeatedly facing a certain type of enemy, you may acquire a phobia that affects combat, but rewards your character with an advantage. This creates a unique dynamic where your weaknesses influence your journey and add depth to your character's development. You can also form a crew with characters who bring exclusive skills and their own stories. Your relationships with these companions can open new paths or complicate your plans, depending on how you choose to act. Exploring the colony, full of diverse environments and unexpected dangers, keeps the journey intriguing at every step. In 14th place, we have Citizen Sleeper, a game that combines engaging storytelling with mechanics inspired by tabletop RPGs. Set in a space station on the brink of collapse, you play as a sleeper, a human consciousness trapped in an artificial body belonging to a corporation. Far from being treated as a person, you struggle to survive while navigating between factions, forming alliances, and building a future in this oppressive scenario. Choices are made through a system of dice and actions, where each cycle becomes a game of strategy and survival. Deciding how to spend your resources affects not only your life, but also the fate of the people and the station around you. Whether protecting an ally, helping a street vendor, or exploring uncharted areas, everything is tracked by clocks that measure your actions and the influence you have on the world. The narrative depth is enriched by the stories of the station's inhabitants. From engineers and hackers to street food vendors, each character brings a unique plot. Your ability to access the station's network opens new paths, revealing secret data and hidden areas. This sci-fi universe is a dark reflection of exploitation and precariousness, but it also offers freedom to shape your destiny and rewrite the rules of an oppressive system. In 15th place, we have the Ascent, an action game set in a vibrant and oppressive cyberpunk world. You are a worker trapped in the arcology of a megacorporation that controls every aspect of your life. When this corporation mysteriously collapses, all hell breaks loose. Security systems go haywire. Criminal gangs try to expand their territories, and rival corporations fight for control. It's up to you to fight for survival while trying to uncover what's behind this disaster. The combat is frantic and strategic, with a shooting system that takes into account height and enemy weaknesses. The variety of equipment and weapons lets you choose how to tackle each situation, whether by adopting a tactical and precise approach or going for a heavy-handed action style. Taking down more powerful enemies is rewarding, as you can find rare and valuable items by exploring the districts of the arcology. Customization goes beyond equipment. Cyberplants allow you to modify your body to improve your abilities and adapt to the challenges ahead. And if you prefer, the entire campaign can be played cooperatively with up to 3 friends, either online or locally. This combination of intense action, detailed world exploration, and an engaging cyberpunk universe makes this game a must-play for those who enjoy challenges and dark narratives. In 16th place, we have Biomutant, a game that blends martial arts, genetic mutations, and a vibrant post-apocalyptic world. The Earth is dying, the tribes are in conflict, and the Tree of Life, the symbol of survival, is on the brink of destruction. Your mission is to decide whether you'll be the savior who unites the tribes and restores balance, or lead the world to an even darker fate. The combat is dynamic and creative, combining martial arts with weapons and mutant abilities. As you progress, you can learn new fighting techniques, explore genetic mutations that alter your skills, and unlock psionic powers like levitation or telekinesis. The freedom to adapt is one of the game's great highlights, allowing you to test unique strategies in every battle. Exploring the open world is also full of possibilities. Whether on foot or with vehicles like jet skis, mechs, or balloons, you can traverse forests, deserts, and underground tunnels, finding characters and mysteries at every corner. Your choices impact the fate of the tribes and define the ending of your journey, making every decision crucial to the future of this colorful and dangerous world. In 17th place, we have Code Vein, a game that combines intense combat, deep customization, and a dark narrative. You are a survivor in a desolate world, where death lurks at every step, and your mission is to uncover the secrets of the past while facing terrifying creatures known as Lost. With the option to explore alongside an AI-controlled partner or a friend in cooperative mode, the game rewards teamwork with more dynamic strategies and moments of intense tension. Customization is one of the highlights, allowing you to choose from weapons like spears, axes, and bayonets, as well as adjust your character with enhancements known as blood codes. These codes provide unique abilities that can completely alter your playstyle, whether by increasing your strength, weakening enemies, or unlocking devastating attacks. The ability to change classes or combine skills at any time gives you total freedom to adapt to challenges. The combat is brutal and requires strategy. The use of the Blood Veil, a tool for draining enemy energy, expands combat options and allows you to create unique approaches to each battle. The setting, full of interconnected dungeons and secrets, challenges you to find new paths and face increasingly powerful enemies. This is a game that tests you at every moment and always leaves room for you to outdo yourself. In 18th place, we have Chernobylite, a dark journey that blends horror, survival, and science fiction. Set in the Chernobyl exclusion zone, you play as a physicist searching for the truth behind the disappearance of your fiancée. The oppressive and hyper-realistic atmosphere captures the despair of a devastated environment, where each step puts you face to face with hostile soldiers, dangerous stalkers, and supernatural forces that challenge your sanity. Survival depends on planning and strategy. Building a base is essential for planning incursions, crafting equipment, and managing resources. Every day, you must decide how to divide supplies and tasks among your companions, who are vital for your survival. However, trusting them is always a risky bet, as their choices influence everyone's fate and the course of the story. Combat is intense, but you can opt for stealthy approaches to avoid being detected or face enemies directly. Every decision impacts the unfolding of the narrative, making each playthrough unique. The game offers a non-linear storyline, where your choices, such as helping or abandoning allies, can completely change the future. This mix of tension and freedom makes every day in the zone an unpredictable struggle for survival. In 19th place, we have Scarlet Nexus, a game set in a future where psychic abilities are humanity's last hope against ravenous creatures descending from the skies. You join the Creature Suppression Force, made up of individuals with extrasensory powers, capable of facing enemies immune to conventional attacks. Your mission is to explore this brain-punk world filled with futuristic technology while unraveling the mysteries surrounding the origin of these creatures and your own powers. The combat is one of the highlights, allowing you to use psychokinetic abilities to turn the environment into a weapon. Objects around you can be levitated, thrown, or combined with melee attacks to create devastating combos. Facing the creatures, with their grotesque mutations and unpredictable behaviors, requires strategy and creativity, as brute force alone is not enough to defeat them. The narrative features a dual story that unfolds from two protagonists with distinct paths and perspectives. As you progress, you explore a futuristic landscape inspired by classic anime elements and Western science fiction, while building bonds with your allies. The game offers a deep plot, full of twists, courage, and relationships that become the foundation for an emotional conclusion. And let me know, which of these games have you had the chance to play? Did any of them catch your interest? And would you add them to your list of next games? We'd love to know which one grabbed your attention the most. Share in the comments any RPG that would fit perfectly on the list but didn't make it. If you can, subscribe to the channel to help me grow and never be unsure of what to play again. I'm leaving 2 videos in the card, one I personally selected for you and the other one YouTube picked. Just click on either to watch. Big hug, happy gaming, and see you tomorrow.